Coaching Remotely podcast presented by New England Patriots Alumni Club.
Featured interview with Patriots alumni Garin Veris.
Fortunate to be joined by Garin today, the pride of Chillicothe, Ohio, a two-way starter in football. He was a basketball star. In fact, he was a state champion in track and field and discus and shot put 2 years in a row too. And he went on to play college football at Stanford. He is in their Hall of Fame, their athletic Hall of Fame. He was drafted by the Patriots in the second round by the 48th pick in 1985, had 14 sacks as a rookie, was recognized as NFL all-rookie team his rookie year, and it wasn't by chance that because of his success on the football field, so did the New England Patriots in their very first trip to the Super Bowl 20. That's as much as we'll talk about that event, though. We've got some great things to say. He's a terrific alumni, helps us so much in the community. Anyway, so we're glad you could join us. Organized sports must have had a huge influence on you as you went through junior high and then on at high school.
Absolutely. I was just I'm in the process of moving actually back to Ohio, and I was going through some old pictures and boxes and stuff as a youth. And I think my first organized participation on the team was flag football, and played for the Cleveland Browns. I'm proud of the Cleveland Browns, even though they're not doing anything now or never really have except back in the 1950s. But we're very proud of playing flag football, and that was really my first organized sport, and I absolutely loved it. Team concept, and that started. I had football, baseball, organized t-ball. I was the first, second team I played on, and I think basketball was probably the third sport that I played, organized basketball. And team sports, it's just you go out there, you get with a bunch of guys that you really like, and you play, and that's what I really loved about it. It just brought people together. It didn't matter if you were black, white, whatever, where you came from, how much money your family had. We were all poor in those days and hadn't had nothing, and we just wanted to be outside playing. And to be on an organized team was just a fantastic way to get away and just really enjoy it.
How important is it for kids to play more than one sport, to not specialize too early in their lives? I mean, it's always been my contention that one sport helps another, and you can have fun and make new friends as you go along. How important was that in your upbringing? And you've already mentioned football and track and field and baseball and basketball. How important was that to help you in your career?
Yeah, I mean, I look forward to, just that next season, that playing. Yeah, if you have the ability to play and you love that sport, I mean, I get so frustrated, and now where people want to have their kids specialize and play one sport all the way through. But I always was just so excited about finishing up one season and then going to the next season, and your body adjusts to the different muscle groups and the skills that you have to have for that one particular sport going into the next. But that made it exciting. If you go in from football, you know that you're doing that pounding and just the tough physical part of it. And then you get into basketball season, you've got to adjust your workouts. Now you're doing a lot of running, jumping, and a lot of aerobic stuff. But I love that part of it, of trying to get your body back into shape. And if you have that ability and you have that love for it, I mean, I don't know. I just think kids are limiting themselves on the enjoyment of sport if they're not allowed to participate in multiple sports. And I think each sport helps each one with different areas of that sport. I think the more that you do, the more you train your body to adjust to the different things that are in that sport. And I think that's a benefit of the multiple sports. And I think more college coaches that get that, I think they're the ones that see those true athletes, and they're vying to get those athletes into their programs.
No question. And players that can be a little bit versatile in what they're doing and
right.
have more than one skill. You mentioned college, and you went from high school at Chillicothe to Stanford. Along the way, you got a very special education. How did education play into all of this? I know you wanted to participate in sports, but isn't it true that you have to remain eligible academically in order to enjoy playing sports?
No doubt about it. I was one of the fortunate kids that, when I talk about all these sports that I played and wanted to be out of the house and everything, but the one thing that my mom and dad made sure was I had to sit down at the table, even in elementary school, to get my schoolwork done before I went out and played. I mean, that was always something that it was just ingrained in me. And did well enough, through junior high and high school to, get the scholarship to go to Stanford. And I don't think I'd get into Stanford nowadays, but it's a little different time. And my GPA wouldn't handle the situation now. But it's always been very important to me. And I've had some great mentors. As I said, I had great parents who believed in education, mentors in the school system, and also coaches who knew that to get to that next level, you had to put the time in the classroom, studying, and they made sure that happened. And I'm very fortunate to have had that guidance, and it's allowed me to have the success that I have today.
And isn't it funny? It almost seems that education and athletics go hand in hand. The same things that make you good on a football field or a baseball diamond or a basketball court are the same traits that you look for, and the same things that'll allow you success in a classroom. And that's just showing up, having a good attitude, and working hard.
Absolutely. I think the biggest example that I got of, I think of education and how it works together was in high school. My basketball coach was, he was basically a college basketball coach in high school. Very tough. He demanded a lot of you in practice, but we sat down before our practices. We had aluminum chairs lined up in a row. We watched film. He gave each of us notebooks that we had to write, and we had to study each opponent. We had to write everything down about them that we saw on film, and we went over our plays for that week. It's a matter of studying, and that's really where I got a real education on what it takes to be really great. And whether you're playing a sport or whether you're in a business, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, whatever, you've got to study each individual situation that you're going to be in and understand going into that operation or that case or that test. You have to know your subject, and the more that you have studied before that, the better you're going to perform.
Oh, no question.
And that goes on learned when we were with the Patriots that, the more that you knew, I was playing against you, you were looking at me, you wanted to know everything about me. Did he lead with this foot? Does he have a tendency to balance this way? Or can I take him this way? Or what's the best play, blocking scheme that's going to be against this guy? And we just did that constantly over and over. And that's why we were able to get to the level that we did, is because we understood that. And that's what we try to teach young people is preparation.
Yeah, no question. Garin, it's been great having you join us today. As you know, we're trying to influence the audiences that we always have had with Football for You. We're just doing it in a different manner, in a virtual manner. So it's wonderful having you be part of what we've done for camps with kids out there in the community, and it's also wonderful to have you be part of what we're trying to do and continuing that positive messaging out into the community. Best of luck to your move back to Ohio. You know that you'll always have a home here in New England.
Absolutely, Pete. It's been great to be, continue to be part of the New England Patriots Alumni Club, and all the guys and the staff do a great job of helping kids and understand education, understand how to play the game of football, staying healthy, eating right, and making the right decisions in life. And I'm glad to be part of this podcast, and wish you good luck too as you go through. And all the kids out there and instructors and coaches, stay with it, stay positive, and good things will happen.
Terrific. Garin, thank you.
Thank you.